The research by the Environmental Justice Foundation, EJF, indicated that 9 out of every 10 fishing trawlers operating in Ghana are beneficially owned by Chinese. According to the findings of the study, the foreign owners usually operate through local companies fronting for them. Socrates Segbo is the Fisheries Programs Manager for the Environmental Justice Foundation.
Like we said in the report, we could be generating an additional 14 to 4.4, 14.4 to 23.7 million dollars if we were enforcing the laws. We were increasing our license fees, that is seeing these vessels as such based on the explanation that I gave, and ensuring that measures around the fisheries are improved. If we were seeing or investigating the right beneficial owners of these industrial trawlers, then we would know that the 1 million is not above them, and that they can pay. Because in our report, you can see that some were generating revenues of over 100 million, of over 3 million, and others. Some of these vessels, the mother owners, are state-owned by the Chinese, or even receive some support and subsidies. So in our waters, why are we not identifying them when the cases go to court, or they are fined, or they are caught indulging in one illegality or another, and pushing them to pay the necessary fines?
But the acting president of the Ghana Industrial Trawlers Association, GITA, Stephen Ajokache, has discredited the report. He says all the vessels are owned by Ghanaians. He advised the researchers to engage industry players thoroughly before coming out with such findings.
When people put up English like this, they just put that into the whole public domain. People might think the Chinese are running the show here. You are here yourself to see what is happening. A vessel has just docked, discharging fish, and all these fish which are being discharged are bought by the women who run the coastals all over the fishing port here. They are doing their research, and if they have difficulties, they definitely come to the industrial players. We handle the vessels, we own the vessels, and we are fishing. If you don't come to us and you just supposedly think of something to write, are you doing anybody good? Are you doing the country good? No. The country is not making any losses here. All the trawlers you see here are owned by Ghanaians, not Chinese. The Chinese are running the vessel. They are partners. They are the captains of the vessel. They are running. We don't have any single captain in this country today as we speak. You understand? So there's no Chinese owning any vessel here. If somebody's telling you that, there's no Chinese owning any vessel here.
A former executive secretary of the Ghana Industrial Trawlers Association, Restani Amafew, also corroborated an assertion by the executive director of the Fisheries Commission, Michael Athadazi, to the effect that many Ghanaians are unable to purchase the vessels outright, which explains why they partner the foreigners.
People have raised issues about how Ghanaians raise money to buy vessels, especially when you don't have a financial system that supports the Ghanaian to own vessels directly. We need to have some arrangements, and I'm surprised by we all talk about foreign direct investment. So if there are people who say, look, I have a vessel, if we can have an arrangement, I'll give my vessel for you to own and control, but you would pay. But in order for me to make sure I get my money, I'll be part of the work you do, so that when we fish, I make sure at every landing I get my money's worth from the fish you land. Whatever happens, trawl fishing had been part of our fishing for a very long time. Sadly, we, apart from Mankwazi fisheries, Obowe fisheries, and a few Ghanaians who own vessels after the state fishing, it's been Spaniards, Greeks, Norwegians, Japanese, Koreans, and now you have the Chinese. Because we have not developed the capacity as Ghanaians to directly own. It's not that we don't have the resources, but you have huge gap between the financial sector and the fishing industry. You don't have clear state policies that allow Ghanaians to have access to funds to be able to purchase vessels. So the only available arrangement is hire purchase.
Reporting for Citi News from the Tema Fishing Harbour, my name is Philip Ni Latte.